Sir Randy, mag-a-accept na ba tayo? Mag-a-accept na ba tayo?
Ay, pwede naman.
Good morning, Ma'am Lisa and Sir Dudes.
Be part of the SDO Pasig City's virtual caravan of notable best practices. Have a glimpse of how each school empowers the stakeholders amidst the pandemic. Feels the motivation, radiates the aspiration, applauds the legacy of the best intention, as it is exemplified in every innovation. Truly in Pasig City, no one is left behind. Part of the SDO Pasig City's virtual caravan of notable best practices. Have a glimpse of how each school empowers the stakeholders amidst the pandemic. Feel the motivation, radiates the aspiration, applauds the legacy of the best intention, as it is exemplified in every innovation. Truly in Pasig City, no one is left behind. Part of the SDO Pasig City's virtual caravan of notable best practices. Have a glimpse of how each school empowers the stakeholders amidst the pandemic. Feel the motivation, radiates the aspiration, applauds the legacy of the best intention, as it is exemplified in every innovation. Truly in Pasig City, no one is left behind. Part of the SDO Pasig City's virtual caravan of notable best practices. Have a glimpse of how each school empowers the stakeholders amidst the pandemic. Feel the motivation, radiates the aspiration, applauds the legacy of the best intention, as it is exemplified in every innovation. Truly in Pasig City, no one is left behind. Be part of the SDO Pasig City's virtual caravan of notable best practices. Have a glimpse of how each school empowers the stakeholders amidst the pandemic. Feel the motivation. Radiates the aspiration. Applauds the legacy of the best intention, as it is exemplified in every innovation. Truly in Pasig City, no one is left behind.
Tapos naisip ko kasi ito pag
pagka malapit ng matapos, nasan yung chat box? 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 Pagka malapit ng matapos, nasan yung chat box?
As all rights to our started this program is the Virtual Caravan of Notable Schools Best Practice Program for calendar year 2021. Prayer goodness for love amongst the stallion grace, divine wisdom, so we can cooperate and ensure camaraderie. What wisdom, glory, and joy can cooperate and ensure camaraderie. What wisdom, glory, and joy can cooperate for unity, willingness of respect for one another, so that SDO Pasig will be one. Respect for one another, so that SDO Pasig will for hope. Consider your hope within our hearts, and within our faith, to survive this trying time of pandemic, and as we continue to receive this trying time in good health and with positive mind. We pray for vision and positive mind. May your vision fill our lives as we seek to reveal your love. We pray for vision and positive mind. May your vision fill our lives. Open our minds to reveal your love. We pray for vital information that the leaders, speakers, and facilitators will use to sustain part of their knowledge. Our hearts we pray for that part of your everlasting love and be able to sustain our hearts we pray for that part of your everlasting love and be able to our spirit so that we may know that you are with us all throughout the day. Our spirit we ask Father that we may know your mighty presence all throughout the day. Our spirit we ask Father that we may know your mighty presence all throughout the day. Our OIC Schools Division Superintendent, Ms. Maria Evelyn Concepcion. Our OIC School Assistant Superintendent, Ms. Carolina Rivera. Our OIC of SDO Dr. Florida Amedina, our Chief of CID Dr. Manuel C. Laverna, our Language and Program Specialist, our Chief of CID Dr. Manuel C. Laverna, our Office of Medical Specialist, and of course our Good morning, although the world has already been adjusting for almost 2 years because of the COVID-19 pandemic, although the world has already been adjusting for almost 2 years, this goes the same for our education sector, but this will not hinder the schools. This shows the same as our education strive to deliver quality and not hinder, while ultimately this shows the same as our education strive and at the same time empowering it. Thus, the schools notable best practices and at the same time empower stakeholders and ensure that notable best practices and at the same time empower the presentation of notable best practices. Let's present the program guidelines. First, the corresponding school head will introduce the school's notable best practices for 2 minutes. First, the corresponding school head will present their notable best practices through a video that was not each corresponding school head will present their notable best practices video multiple entities can be presented through separate the notable best practices minutes altogether. In this case, the school head will not give the number of times discussed minutes altogether each video. In this case, there will be 2 sessions for each day, 1 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon. There will be 2 sessions for each day. A process observer will give her impressions after 1 in the afternoon. Later in the afternoon sessions for therefore, morning session participants must also join the afternoon session. Therefore, process observer public schools district supervisor must first provide with the guidance and leadership of their public schools district supervisor, with the guidance and leadership of their public schools district supervisor, microphones with the guidance and leadership of their public schools district supervisor, with the guidance and leadership of their public schools district supervisor, with the guidance and leadership of their public schools district witness the presentation of each school. Start off with the guidance and leadership of the public schools with the guidance and leadership of the public schools. Let us cheer them with their very own tagline. With the guidance and leadership of the public schools.
COVID-19 pandemic brings terror, uncertainties, and anxieties to every family. COVID-19 pandemic brings terror, uncertainties, and anxieties to every family. That's resulted in left and right lockdowns. Just to make sure that they are all safe, especially the resulted in left and right the children, the officials, and students. But life must go on. We have to stay inside and keep the balance of life steady and life must go on. Medical experts are the ones in the front line of the life steady, aiming to stop the virus from spreading and saving the lives of those infected. But how are we going to win this fight? We have to know and study the characteristics of a disease. Knowledge and education is the only weapon that humanity can use to win against knowledge and education. This is the call that humanity can the educators, the professors, and the teachers to stand and be bold and encourage the choice. That together we can win this fight. Together we stand by the people. Education is always the backbone of the progressive society. Education affects education is able of the backbone. So amidst all odds, education we need to adapt and accept the challenges brought to us by this COVID-19 pandemic. We need to adapt some of the programs and interventions by this COVID-19 best practices that were implemented last students and students by this COVID-19 best practices. Number 1, mandatory planning. Extension of Pulayan sa Caravan. A strong number 1, mandatory course of learning. Extension of Pulayan sa Caravan. This project will also kahanan sa extension of Pulayan sa Caravan. Extension started as July 2021 and was launched during the event of the Lungsod na Batang Extension started as an integration curriculum was launched by the Eskwela SO, Science, English, Filipino, American Business, Monday, and Mathematics. English, Filipino helps families and other learners to cope with some problems in life. By this COVID-19 pandemic, families are fearful, anxiety, and depression. By this COVID-19, the page provides us an avenue for learning personal practices. There are all communication skills. The page provides us an avenue for learning by creating blogs, share all the
Thank you po. Thank you, Ma'am Cruz and Bambang Elementary School. Your projects are truly beneficial to the learners in many aspects. Thank you, Ma'am Cruz and Bambang Let us now proceed to the next school's best practices to be introduced by the very hardworking principal, Ms. Lani M. Garcia of Dr. Sixto Antonio Elementary School, with their tagline, "Ang liwanag at tanglaw sa kinabukasan." Let us give them a virtual round of applause. Ang liwanag at tanglaw sa kinabukasan. Let us give them a virtual round of applause. Ang liwanag at tanglaw sa kinabukasan. Let us give them a virtual round of applause. Ang liwanag at tanglaw sa kinabukasan. Let us give them a virtual round of applause. Ang liwanag at tanglaw sa kinabukasan. Let us give them a virtual round of applause. Ang liwanag at tanglaw sa kinabukasan. Let us give them a virtual round of applause.
Placid did not stop of finding ways to make education accessible to all. With the DepEd's Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan, our school was guided on how education will be delivered to all our learners. As a school head of Dr. Sixto Antonio Elementary School, I may say, start has never been easy. Careful planning, constant communication, and cooperation were done by DAES teaching and non-teaching personnel in collaboration with our stakeholders. We learn from each other. The good practice of one is being shared and being adopted by the other. At this moment, allow me to share the 3 best practices of our school. First is the Mahal na Bata. In this practice, you will see how our teachers show their love to their learners. They made various interventions and strategies on how their at-risk learners can learn. Cooperation were also shown by their respective parents and our barangay officials. The key in this practice is love. And second is the Paaralang Sixto Suportado Ko. You will see in this how we work on our stakeholders and vice versa, so our learners can acquire what is expected for them to learn. Lastly is our project health. Health is evidently the topmost priority on this time of COVID-19, of this time of pandemic. Our school sustained the Gulayan sa paaralan and extended it at home through Gulayan sa tahanan. Thank you, SDO Pasig, LGU officials, Ma'am Karen Villanueva, all the DAES teaching and non-teaching personnel, parents, and all our stakeholders, especially our God, for being with us from the start and until now. Because of all of you, we were able to make it, and we can always make it. Let me end this by saying, we rise by helping others. Magandang araw po sa ating lahat. We rise by helping others. Magandang araw po sa ating lahat.
Very good. Okay.
Dopo.
Okay. Very good. Okay. Do. Very good.
Kasi dito ay
Tagalog. Ito. Bala. Bata. Bata. Babala. Babala. Ba. Ka. Da. Ga. Ha. La. Ma. Na. Nga.
Mrs. Garcia, and Dr. Sixto Antonio Elementary School. We have proven that we can still continue helping our learners in different ways amidst the challenges brought upon by the pandemic. Let us now witness the best practices of Kalawaan Elementary School to be introduced by their highly effective principal, Ms. Corazon C. Huta. Let us give Kalawaan Elementary School a virtual round of applause.
Ito, principal. Yung morning na cross. Kalawaan. Ito, papat na.
Good and safe day, everyone. Kalawaan Elementary School adheres to the three mandates that we strive to sustain. First is to bring all school-age children in school. Second, to help them stay in school and finish their schooling. And third, to give them quality education. We aim to provide our learners with quality education through proper implementation of the curriculum and undertake activities that will contribute to their whole-rounded development to become productive citizens of the nation. It is our inevitable responsibility to help our learners, and the need for assisting them becomes imperative, most particularly in this pandemic situation that our learners are not in school. With the assessed priority needs of the learners that became great challenges for us, we came up with the different programs, projects, and activities that we implement to sustain productive school operations, maintain child-friendly, safe, and conducive learning environment, and attain favorable outcomes in the performance of our learners and teachers. Many of our interventions outstand and become the school's best practices aside from the other programs that we are implementing. Our determination in the field of education to strive and continue to give the best education for our learners with the overwhelming support from our DepEd family, our SDO Pasig officials, coupled with the assistance from our city government officials and from all our stakeholders, inspire and motivate us to strive even harder to work and continue to implement varied interventions for the sustainable, child-friendly, and more improved school culture. Para sa bata, para sa bayan. We welcome all of you as we present the notable practices of our school. Welcome to Kalawaan Elementary School. School year 2020-2021, DepEd implemented non-face-to-face learning due to the varied events caused by the COVID-19 pandemic that had given way to a new normal. But even if we are in the midst of this crisis, education must continue. Enrollment as of 2020-2021, we have a total of 2,979 learners as compared to the previous school year, which has a total of 2,837. As of school year 2021-2022, the school enrollment is 3,007 with an increment of 400. A short glimpse of the events of the school year 2020-2021. Volunteered teachers and our utility workers worked hand in hand during the reproduction of the self-learning modules. We are very cautious in assessing pupils' performance and remain steadfast in providing ways to address the needs of our learners and teachers. The adversities in the new normal brought by the outbreak of COVID-19 stressed out challenges in the system and delivery of education. It is our inevitable responsibility to help our learners, and the need for assisting them in improving their performance becomes imperative, most particularly in this pandemic situation that the learners are not in school. From the assessed problems, the school has been conducting various programs, projects, and activities to address the problems, and these interventions outstand and became our notable best practices. Topmost prevailing problem is the poor academic performance of the learners due to their reading difficulties. We know that one important area to develop among our learners is their reading ability, which is one of the most indispensable tools in any areas of learning and has a vital role in the acquisition for knowledge. So we implemented Project Recess or the reading session online pabasa to address this problem. In this program, the learners are assessed through the prayer reading activity. Those in the struggling and non-readers category are given remediation by the concerned teachers with the guidance of the master teachers and the guidance advocate. Through online pabasa, all teachers conducted the reading session, most particularly doubled efforts by the teachers concerned with identified non-readers. With the remarkable improvement in the performance of the learners, as revealed by the results of their post-reading activities and by the responses and feedbacks from the parents, this Project Recess online pabasa became successful and considered as one of the school's best practices. Under the Project Recess online pabasa is the Project PTA or Parents Teach Also. It is a reading program that aims to improve skills of our learners in reading through the involvement of their parents or guardians at home. In the new normal setup, parents are intensely involved in the reading session through their constant participation and monitoring of their children's reading activities. Second prevailing problem is the dropouts of the learners. In the previous years, we kept on finding ways to make sure that no one is left behind. Every school-age children must be in school. This problem arises due to their poor study habits, reading difficulties, unsupportive parents, and to consider the poor communication approach between parents and teachers. To address this problem, we have conceptualized and implemented the Project SALN, Save a Learner Now, Oplan Bisita Pamilya. This program addressed the learners' habitual absenteeism and those at risk of dropping out. Teachers visited and encouraged the pupils to attend virtual classes through Oplan Bisita Pamilya. Following the strict compliance to safety protocols, teachers reached out and constantly did follow-ups and home visitations to those pupils who were at risk of dropping out or who cannot participate regularly online. Through constant communication with the parents or guardians, pupils were encouraged to continue their schooling through the alternative learning delivery modalities provided by the school suited to their needs and capabilities. Project Save a Learner Now really helps in bringing back learners to school and eradicate the school dropout as revealed by the number of dropouts in school year 2020-2021, having 3 dropouts with a percentage of 100 as compared to school year 2019-2020 having a total dropouts of 25 and school year 2018-2019 having a percentage of 1 and 82 hundredths. There are still many interventions that we implemented in Caravan Elementary School in the year 2020-2021. Project Teach Pa. Teachers ahead, intensified block sessions and virtual engagements. Project GSP, Greener School Program. Conduct of SOSA, information dissemination to parents. Project Tumpak, tulong mo para sa kinabukasan ko. As we endeavor to fulfill our mandates, we will strive harder to deliver quality, relevant, and accessible education to all our learners despite all adversities that might come along our way.
Thank you, Ma'am Corazon Huta and Calawan Elementary School. Your projects are effective solutions to the problems that our learners are facing in the new normal in education. Let us now witness the best practices of the last but not the least school that performs to the highest standard, Pinagbuhatan High School, to be introduced by their principal who exhibits excellent leadership, Miss Cecilia G. Regala. Let us give them a virtual round of applause.
Delivering the impeccability in teaching as an institution and extending help to both students and the community as a reliable partner, Pinagbuhatan High School is the haven of excellence. Spearheaded by the school's division superintendent, Maria Evo Concepcion A. Agustin, and the other extension of Schools Division Office, Pasig City, Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Carolina T. Rivera, SESE, SGOD Chief, Victor M. Javenia, CID Chief, Manuel A. Laguerta, and Public School District Supervisor, Karen B. Villanueva. With the aim of giving quality education, Pinagbuhatan High School has 21 teachers from Filipino Department, 24 teachers from English Department, 22 teachers from Mathematics Department, 22 teachers from Science Department, 21 teachers from TLE Department, 19 teachers from MAPE Department, 21 teachers from Arlene Panlipunan Department, and 18 teachers from ESB Department. These members include the respective head teacher of each department. And rounding up the working force of Pinagbuhatan High School are our 5 admin assistants, 1 guidance counselor, and 1 principal. Through the years, our school has been an abode of thousands of students. And for the school year 2020-2021, we have 2,395 boys and 2,427 girls who have been officially enrolled, with 31 sections for grade 7, 27 sections for grade 8, 23 sections for grade 9, and 21 sections for grade 10. As an institution driven by an aim to make a genuine difference in the society, we uphold our objectives. To ensure the curriculum standard and most essential learning competencies are provided. To capacitate and assist schools and its personnel to manage and deliver its non-face-to-face services. To collect and submit any relevant data based on reports and research for policy formulations and decision-making in a secure channel. To encourage external stakeholders and to garner support for the continuous delivery of educational services under the existing new normal conditions. To ensure the welfare of school personnel, learners, and other stakeholders in any crisis that may come. Through her vision, initiative, and good leadership, Pinagbuhatan High School has been withstanding variegated challenges and continues to gain significant and remarkable accomplishments. Here to present the different projects that will strengthen and prove our social and moral purposes, our school principal, Mrs. Cecilia G. Regala.
When COVID-19 struck the country, everything turned upside down. The delivery of instruction shifted from the traditional face-to-face to online distance learning. Students and teachers were staying at home, and only few school personnel were reporting at school. Turning this event into an opportunity, it was the best time to improve different school facilities since noise construction will not be a factor that will affect students' learning, and we must prepare the school facilities in the resumption of face-to-face learning. Pinagbuhatan High School metaphors an enduring bridge for making meaningful plans and evident reality meet and come in fruition. Here are the following projects that will valiantly confer for the needs and welfare of our students. For facilities development, we had under Project Safety, improvement of PHS facade. Under Project Smart, improvements of SBM group. We also had the repair and maintenance of our science laboratories. Under the Brigada Eskwela, we have intensified our gulayan sa paaralan with the construction of greenhouses. We also have LGU-supported projects such as the EMS rehabilitation and PHS covered court construction. Continuing the education amidst the pandemic is of prime importance, and ensuring the delivery of quality school service is a must despite the lockdown. For the programs conducted, we had Project Hope, quarterly reporting of school monitoring, evaluation, and adjustment, or SMEA. Project STI, trainings of teachers in technology. Project Wisdom, virtual competitions by department. And the Gawad Padayon, a recognition for the outstanding performances of teaching and non-teaching personnel, including 6 principals and 1 supervisor who started as teachers in Pinagbuhatan High School. With the limited personnel of the schools, because of the pandemic, the school recognizes the importance of having a virtual platform that will serve as a bridge of communication between the school administration and its stakeholders, where it is user-friendly, especially to those who are digitally migrant, but still ensuring the safety and security of the resources provided. With this in mind, we strengthen our IT infrastructure by providing internet connectivity to different departments and school offices. Likewise, IT equipment were purchased that will aid teachers in the delivery of their online classes. We also had the creation of Pinagbuhatan High School website. The Pinagbuhatan High School Facebook page. And Pinagbuhatan High School Microsoft Teams channel. Having said all of these projects and developments, it was never an easy road. And even though we still have more challenges to accept and endure, we are ready. With the grace and guidance of the Lord, I and the rest of Pinagbuhatan High School family will continue to deliver a reliable, efficient, and effective service and commitment to our students and to our community. Thus, we can proudly say, we did not only survive the pandemic, we thrived.
Congratulations, Pinagbuhatan High School, and of course, congratulations to all schools in Cluster 3. Through this program, you have proved that schools in the division of Pasig City are masters in finding ways to deliver quality education amidst the pandemic. This ends our morning session. Later, in the afternoon session at 1 p.m., the Cluster 4 schools will be presenting their best practices. The program will be hosted by the very vibrant Miss Judith Rataga. We invite everyone on this morning session to join us once again on the afternoon session so that we can be witnesses on the impressive practices of the next cluster and also to listen and learn from our process observer for today, Dr. Marietta M. Limbo. Once again, congratulations, Cluster 3. This has been Louis Tordesillas. Thank you and see you all later.
Thank you po.
All right. Thank you, Sir Luis, for our very energetic host for today. Thank you so much. And to all Cluster 3, congratulations. Truly, indeed, our school is really energetic and very vibrant. No? And Dr. Cesar, again, maraming salamat. And to all the PSPS in charge, see you again this afternoon at 1 o'clock. So to all of you, SBM coordinators, I salute you all. Okay. God bless and see you later po at 1 o'clock. Thank you.
Congratulations, everyone. Thank you again, Louise. Thank you. Good job.
Amazing, Cluster 3. Congratulations.
Welcome po.
Yes, so I will end and enjoy the rest of the day later po para may strength ulit tayo ng 1 o'clock. So again, Repsi team, Sir Randy, maraming salamat. Thank you. Cesar, thank you. And to all the PSPSs,
team.
salamat.
Congratulations again and again.
Yes, Ma'am Lani, Ma'am Buta, Ma'am Molina, and Ma'am Cecil, congratulations.
Recording stopped.